hit that.
Yeah, okay. It's kind of funny though. She wrote an article about um about traveling across the world and how like having a fling with a foreigner is a good like cure for the what ails you. So
Oh, you've got polio? Just go have sex with a French man.
not like that what ails you. The best cure for that is medicine. Seeing a physician immediately.
And if your physician happens to be from France, I mean. Alright, ooh, Starboard is correct. The stars are lighting up, guys.
See ya.
So we're gonna hop right into a spot here in the lower right corner of Ohana for Game 3 in this best of 3 series. It's the Pink Protoss player, Pink.
And in the upper left-hand corner of the map, we saw him win the last game with a 5 racks build. What is he gonna do now? It is the Terran, Frozz.
Yeah, 5 racks is kind of cool. The one time, I remember the very first time I tried out that build, I was completely blind countered by a Colossus Rush. So I have not tried that build in a long time because of just how badly it went the first time. But I mean, Frozz displaying just how good it can be in that last game.
Yeah, Colossus are going to be great on this map. Ohana too, Rifkin. I mean, it's great in PvP, it's great in TvT, and the reasoning is because, again, you have this ramp. 2 separate areas where you can come up and attack your opponent. And with the Protoss army doing as much damage as it does in that small, tight, compact ball, you're able to take down these rocks very quickly. And if the Terran player is preparing with, say, bunkers in the front, and he's got nothing in the back, well, that's just the key to the kingdom.
Yeah, kind of a little bit what almost happened tomorrow on Ohana.
Absolutely. We saw the scenario play out before, and I mean, if I'm going to call any type of build, it's going to be a Colossus build. But again, potentially you could use, you know, Blink Stalkers here. You could use a 4-gate with a War Prism, and we saw that out of Pink last game too. So
that was so weird, by the way.
In the air.
That was so cool, but so weird. And Frozz not want to let Pink get any scouting information whatsoever. Does go for that SCV. Now you kind of have to cut production for like a second to be able to get that Spidey put down in time, but you know, denying your opponent all the scouting information is completely worth it.
Yeah, and it's still times up so that you can get your orbital command morphed as soon as the barracks finishes up. But he's actually going to make an additional SUV here, okay. And first Marine is on the way. Reporting for duty, sir.
I wish there was a shorter version of the word transform, because like I also always reach for either morphed or warped when I'm talking about Terran units. Like even in Heart of the Swarm, the Hellions morphing into Hellbats. I'm like, wait a minute, no, they're not. But transforming takes so long to say.
I think we're like hooked on transform from Transformers being ingrained in our brains as young children.
No, I think it's more the fact that there's so much more Protoss and Zerg than there are Terran. We end up using those words more often.
That's true.
It's a psychological thing.
Rifkin proxy pylon out here just out of range of the watchtower. And I have a feeling that we may be seeing some gates drop down, but the SCV's made it into the main base and is scouting everything out here for Frozz.
Yeah, there's nothing worse than wanting to go for a 4-gate with your opponent's worker in base. He has to clear that out first. I mean, the worst thing he could do is give away that he's going for a 4-gate if that's going to be his choice. And with the SV gone, with the Stalker coming out to kill it, and with the Zealot, he might just start putting them down to him. He's got a lot of minerals saved up. Chrono's not going down on the Warp Gate, though.
When will he drop them, or will it just be
I
a
think
Nexus?
he's just expand, yeah. The forward pylons are like, man, he's going to go for that 4-gate. He's going to do some pressure, but nope.
Nope, not right now.
Super anticlimactic.
Yeah, the SCV will follow the middle map, and with the bunker finishing at the ramp, it should deflect this little slight, I guess we'll call it a little micro pressure. And gotta get back and make sure not to get any damage on your Stalker. Well done there from Pink, but not gonna know anything until he potentially goes for a robotics facility and get an observer across the map. I mean, that's gotta be his choice, unless he just wants to go balls to the wall and make nothing but gateways. It is gonna be a robotics facility first.
In before like 13 gateways come down, right? Alright, well, the question is, what's Frozz going to do this game? We got some barracks come down, so he's going to stick to that bio play. Of course, you know, it is Wings of Liberty, and Mech is not that great of an option. Sky Terran's not too bad, but of course it's very costly, and if you're not going to open with Hellion Banshee, you're not really going to end up at Banshee anything. So, Frozz, you know, probably just going to go for that very typical bio play. The question is, though, how is he going to utilize it? You know, we've seen Terrans kind of try and go for that death ball, go for timing hits, go for drops. Right now, there's no factory down in sight, so we're not going to have medevacs on the field for quite some time.
I mean, opted to go for his reactors first, which means more units quicker. I guess he's feeling like there's a lot of potential for pressure.
Well, with the
I wouldn't blame him.
This is kind of the same as having 5 racks on the field, double reactors in the tech lab.
Yeah, it is. It's exactly like it. So maybe this is something that he just opts for and is used to. It's the way he likes to play. Because of course his medevacs are going to be out much later from this, and he's not even going to be opting for stim. He's just going to go for combat shields.
Yeah, well, 5 barracks is very strong. You know, without that medevac support, it's hard to break a lot of Protoss lines, especially once sentries start putting things down. Yeah, we got sentries on the field, and if you just force fields all day, it doesn't matter how many Marines you have, they can't get up that ramp.
That's quite true. And these sentries are going to be banking a lot of energy. The observer's moving its way across the right side of the map here. I like picking that route because he's going to see if, okay, there's anything potentially, maybe not proxied, but, you know, medevac swooping in, something sneaky that could going over there. And the angle he's taking is going to see the front. Army sees, did he see the entire composition? I'm not sure.
I don't know. A lot of that was just barely out of vision, but he will get up here and see that there are no factories, no starports whatsoever.
And this is what he was looking for by sending that observer over there to the right. And he's going to see the infrastructure in the main and see no army anywhere. So this has got to be tipping him off to what's going on. And the response is going to be robotics bay, but will it be in time to deflect this huge mass moving across the map?
I think he'll have plenty of time. I mean, he's got 4 sentries here, almost full energy on 2 of them. I mean, this is a lot of force fields.
He's gone for that double forge though back at home, so it means that he wants to go for upgrades if he can. And okay, a couple of forge fields can be forced out, but only getting 1 unit trapped.
Well, it's not about trapping the units so much as it is just keeping them out of the base. I mean, Chrono's going to come down, 3 gates on the way. I mean, this Robo, yeah, Colossus starting immediately.
This is a lot of stuff though here, and I mean...
Ooh, Frozz going for a scan, hoping to get some damage, but Pink is not looking for fights. He's just looking to buy himself time.
Force fields don't last forever though, but I mean, he's got a lot of energy on those sentries.
Yeah, he's just going to keep cutting the army in half, bit by bit, just whittling away at it. And the robot, I mean, that scan he used for the top of the ramp, I wish he would have used for the main. He would have seen what's coming and probably backed off. I mean, the thing is, Pink is not losing any units to this, dude. He is getting low, but he's not losing anything. It's
very true. And behind it, he's going for his +1/+1, so everything that Frozz donates here is just going to be...
Ooh, can he get the sentries? Not even... This is painful for Frozz to have to deal with.
Yeah, and now the Colossus... a lot of units, Rifkin.
And that Colossus is just about done, Doom. There's not enough Marauders. There's not enough Marauders. Stim's not done yet. I don't know how he's going to deal with this Colossus.
He's just more force fields.
Oh, any of these units that get caught are just dead at this point, Doom.
Zing. Ching.
Oh, man, there comes the first volleys. Guardian Shield actually going to go down as well. Colossus sort of backing up a little bit. No force fields needed.
On the Colossus first, but just need to run away.
Yeah, not regardless of Frozz.
Army's going to die, and now what can Frozz actually do? And this is the 3rd game in this series. His opponent, Pink, has a superior tech. He has the jump on him, seeing with the observer in his main base, his entire infrastructure. He's got not a lot of units at home, a single bunker.
Oh, dude, we got what could be a very potentially very deadly pylon here. If that observer comes up, if we got high ground warpings.
Still available in Wings of Liberty, not available in Heart of the Swarm, though. Get it while it lasts.
The Colossus is actually going to act as the observer. Oh my god, 6 Zealots coming into the main. There's nothing in the main to defend this, Doom.
Yeah, this is looking bad here for Frozz. Can he actually defend this? He's pulling SCVs, but it feels like this is it.
Yeah, attacking at the front.
Big damage.
Yeah, Frozz is going to try and take that out without Viking support. Without SCVs are the only thing trying to take this Colossus out. Not quite enough, and yeah, that's probably going to be it for Frozz, so...
I mean, the Zealots in the main were cleaned up, but there is still an assault in the natural. Back at home,
just doesn't have
Pink's
units,
economy is just humming, yeah. He's even got a Colossus at home in the event that a drop comes in. There's the GG.